Okay, hello, can you hear me? Hey Chips, I think I was muted. Can you hear me now? No sound, no chess. Sound good. Okay, let's join the game now. I had to open another page. Okay. Okay, so we're good. We're good. You can see everything, you can hear me. Okay. Bishop takes f3. That was easy. Queen takes. Okay. So yeah, this is, I don't know why it crashed. Something was wrong because you said you were seeing something strange already, and then I clicked. The moment I focused the program just crashed. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Let's see if I remember the position now. So I have this gorgeous structure. I remember that. And he has this structure, typical King's Gambit, and I think he has the pawn on d6, yeah, because he took on f4. So probably the pawns are still here, and now after bishop, no, queen e7, that means... And the bishop went to g4 and took, so is the knight still on b8? I mean, I think he's trying to castle long. Okay, the knight went to c6 in the opening, and I think it's still there. Pawn here, bishop here, 7, queen e7. Okay, he's trying to castle long. And I have these pieces here to develop. My queen is on a3, my rook on f1. Let's throw a4. A4 I usually like to throw in this type of when I play the King's Gambit. I'm going to ask my opponent for more time in my clock. That would be helpful. You can add more time to my clock. I would appreciate. Oh, he's listening to the stream. Yeah, just to the right of the clock, there's a button that says "give." Yeah, you found it. Okay, thank you. Just some. Yeah, because I lost like 3 or 4 minutes with this. Okay, yeah, okay. The clocks are more or less equal now. It's enough. It's enough. Thank you very much. So we can be stressless now. Okay, bishop g7, so he might try to castle short as well. Okay, where to put these pieces? This bishop is terrible. It's terrible. It only has the d2 square. Ah, but maybe I can put it on b2 at some point. Okay, so I think I'm gonna keep throwing pawns. The knight is still on c6. And with the pawns in this structure, the knight here, I have this structure now, so b4 I think. e5 is protected, he has these pawns here, e7, he has a piece on e7, the queen. Yeah, I'm gonna throw b4 and see what happens. How magnanimous. Yeah. Philanthropic gentleman. Oh yeah. Okay, so is e5 going to work at some point? I'm a pawn down, right? Yes, I am. that that wasn't the best quote in the stream, but okay, someone added that quote. Short castle, finally. Okay, so where's the knight going to go if I go b5? He can either go back to d8 or b8, or go to a5. Is it gonna be good on a5? It will attack my bishop, but my bishop wants to go to d3 anyway. The problem is b3, right? b5, knight a5, bishop d3, knight b3, hitting my rook and my bishop. So maybe I start with knight d2 or bishop b2. One of the two. Blindfold, bone cloud. That could be nice. Yeah. Bishop d2 or knight e4. Bishop d2 or knight e4. Bishop b2 or knight e4. I mean knight d2. Knight d2 over protecting e4. So do I need to yeah, I probably don't need to. I have e4 defended by the queen, and he only has it attacked by the knight and the queen. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna play knight d2. Or bishop d3. No, knight d2. Develop first. But yeah, I think my pawn... Was my pawn hanging? I think it was hanging. This is the reason I don't usually play one hand. Yeah. Probably today I'm gonna say the quote, "This is the reason why I don't usually play blindfolded." I play Blitz better after a few beers. Prevents me from overthinking or second guessing. Yeah, self-confidence is definitely one good asset when it comes to play chess, especially practical chess like Blitz and that. But the problem with alcohol is you never stop, and then it comes, then it goes down. Okay, rook e8 attacking, so either I go rook e1 or bishop d3. I think I'm gonna go bishop d3 immediately, because it's a move I'm gonna want to go with. I want to do it at some point anyway, so, or maybe not, maybe it was good. Okay, I want to do it if I push b5, that's the thing. Rook a8, okay, now that square is not available for the knight, so I'm gonna go b5, and if knight a5, I play bishop b2. My knight is controlling now these squares, so the knight is not so great on a5 now, right? Talking about drinking, be right back. Here I am. Didn't move yet. So knight b8 or knight a5, right? Knight b8 to d7 then, Breyer style, or knight a5. No, it's not. It's just some fizzy water. Okay, knight a5. Knight a5. What's... Yes, it's Steinberg. Okay, that knight is doing nothing there. I mean, Nothing, I mean I have everything under control. So he probably has to play b6 to be able to move it somewhere else. Now I'm thinking instead of bishop b2, which was my idea, I'm gonna go bishop a3. Yeah, bishop a3. The idea being I might attack the knight, and I'm also pinning this pawn here. So that will make e5 stronger, or at least interesting. The queen is on e7, right? This man should give you extra time again. Because of the time you spend grabbing. Nah. It takes me a long time to think in blindfolded. I have to think again and again where my pieces are. But with 15 seconds of increment, I think it's more or less okay. But yeah, playing King's Gambit is probably not the best in blindfolded. I should probably play some Scotch, I don't know, something where it's easier to get to an endgame. Because this position is still too complicated. My rook is still on f1, right? Okay, b6. Okay, nice. So, time to think. Give me a second, my dog is... 1 sec. No. 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 Sorry. Need to control my dog. Okay, b6, b6. I was thinking e5. What's going on with e5? He cannot take. And I'm hitting the knight on f6. He cannot take, right? I don't have anything behind the pawn on if my queen is on f3, my rook on f1, so I don't have any issues. And I'm hitting the knight on f6. The knight can go to d7 or d5, maybe it can go to d5. No, my queen is on f3. It cannot go to d5. So my queen is controlling d5 because he has no c6. So the knight cannot go to d5, nor e4, nor g4, nor h5. So knight h7 or knight e7. And my idea is I can follow up with queen e4. So I guess, and he has no knight g5. So knight h7, queen e4. Ah, he has knight f8 because he moved the rook. Okay, so e5, knight h7, queen e4, knight f8. But I think e5 is a good starting move. It's nothing wrong with that, because he cannot take. And eventually I will probably try to bring my rook to e1 and start making more threats. My rook on e1 is still defended by the other rook, although he might trade 2 rooks for a queen. Hey, how's the horsey? What's up? Here we are in the middle of a blindfold session. Okay, so I see 97 or 97. And if I'm not going to play queen e4, what do I play? Rook e1 or queen g4? Nah. Whoa, queen e6. Whoa, what is that? I totally missed that move. Queen e6. And what happens when I take the knight? Whoa, is he threatening anything? There's nothing on a2, and it's defended, the square. Nothing on b3, nothing on c4. Nothing on h3 that is not defended. Queen e6. Whoa, what's the idea? So I take the pawn on f6. I have nothing on the e file because I have knight on d2, bishop on d3, queen on f3, rook on f1. I'm gonna take it. Bishop takes f6. Okay, and I have pawns on d4 and c3, so that bishop is doing nothing special. Okay, but now I cannot go for the checkmate. And if I go rook e1, he might trade queen for two rooks, but he's a piece down also, so that trade might even be good for me. Maybe not the best though. Where are the pieces? How's the horsey? I think you can see below my camera, under my face, you can see a small board with the real position. Otherwise, you can use this command to follow the game directly on Lichess, although Twitch has a delay, so you will see the moves first on Lichess than on the stream. Anyway, I need to start playing faster now that I'm material up. Okay. I can prepare rook e1 with some crazy idea like king f2 or queen f2 or something like that. Or I can just go for it, hide my king on h2. So rook e1, queen takes, rook takes, king h2. This guy's coming. The good thing about trading queens is then I might use the light squares with bishop and queen to try and win. Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous here, but I don't see his threat anyway. Queen e3 is a threat. I just defend my knight and everything's defended. So what about this? What about attacking the knight on a5? Let's go with knight b3. Wasn't that defended? But the queen is defending now. Queen e6 was... okay. If bishop c4, knight takes d2 hits my queen. Bishop takes e6, knight takes f3 check. Bishop takes on f3. No, bishop takes e6, not d5. Yeah. Okay, bishop c4 does not work for me now. So I'm gonna trade. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid flagging now. What? Queen e3 check? Was that a pre-move? I'm gonna trade. F takes e3? Wasn't that bishop on f6? When I took on f6, he took back with the bishop, keeping the queen on e6. So there's a bishop hanging on f6, right? Yeah, the queen... yeah. Pretty confident about it. So I took the free knight on b3, the free bishop on f6. I'm two pieces up, no, or three. I have the bishop on b4, the knight on b3, and the bishop on d3. And e2, I will not take it yet because it's defended by the rook. So the rooks are on e8 and d8 if I remember correctly. I'm gonna put the rook here and try to take that pawn. Maybe I missed rook e3 because I think I have a hanging pawn on c3. No, the bishop is on b4, what am I saying? Yeah, no, rook e3 I just take with the bishop on e2, and king f2 after he doubles rooks. I have the rook on f6 also doing nothing. Rancho colapso, see. Also rook f3, because his pawn is here. Okay, rook f3 is simpler. Pre-move, g takes f. I have knight on b3, bishop on b4, pawns on a4, b5. c3 d4, g2, h3. That's it. Okay, not g2 now, f3, f3 and h3. Rook e8, king f2. I could have taken immediately because my bishop is on d3. Yeah, okay, never mind. c5, that attacks my bishop. I have a pawn here, so I'm gonna take it. D takes c5. He has no more pawns, right? Ah, yeah, the pawn is on b6. Oh, wait. What did I do? So, he played c5 and I could have taken en passant. I'm stupid. Yeah, okay, never mind. Bishop a3, right? Only move. Yeah, okay. I missed. I could have taken en passant. Never mind. I'm still winning. I have three. I'm 3 pieces up, right? And e2 is hanging. So I'm gonna I have 2 pawns on the king side, 3 pawns on the queen side. So I have 5 pawns, and he has the 3 on the queen side. a7, b6, c5. And f7. Ah, yeah, h6, g5. Yeah, he had this structure, h6, g5, f4. And what happened? And the f4 pawn is the one that is now on e2, because he took on... I can't remember the game, man. Yeah, f takes e3. I traded queens on e3. Yeah, f takes e3. So he has h6, g5, and f7, I think, plus the pawn on e2. Okay, now he has h5, g5, and I have f3, h3. So I have this, he has this. Nothing special. I'm gonna take the pawn here on e2 now. Is black also blindfolded? No, he's not. No, he's not. I think he's not. maybe he is. Rook d8, that's hitting my bishop or not? Or do I still have this? No, this pawn I traded. Okay, so it's hitting my bishop. So let's put the bishop on c4 or defend it. Let's put it on c4. Start attacking. f7. May I bring the king here and I play rook e7. Yeah, he says he's not blindfolded. Okay, I'm 3 pieces up, but I'm not using my pieces. My pieces are on a3, the bishop, totally blocked, b3, my knight, and now c4, my bishop. So my bishop at least is defending the knight. Rook d1. So rook e7. Okay, I understand this rook wants to be active against my knight and bishop, but worst case scenario I can defend all of them. I mean, the bishop is defending the knight, then I can defend the other bishop. So I'm not scared of that. The knight is defending this square, so he has no checks if I go rook e7. So let's go rook e7. Now I have the complete position in my mind, so I can play fast, I think, this endgame. Pawns here, and also I have a lot of advantage. Rook h1, king g2. Rook d1, I can take on f7. What to take with? Let's take with the rook to have some discovered checks. King h8 as expected. Now I would love to introduce the other bishops, so bishop c1. Yeah. Let's hope I don't stalemate him. For the moment, the a7 pawn can still move. Okay, I'm hitting the pawn on g5, I think. And I also have ideas to go, if the pawn moves, for example, to this diagonal. Rook d8. Okay, I'm gonna take the pawn because if he pings my... I expect him to ping, but I have 2 pawns to defend the bishop. Let's use... yeah, rook g8. Let's use this one, for example. Stalemate him with brilliant blindfold technique. I can try. I can try. Rook g7. It's a pity that I cannot play bishop f6. But okay, rook f8 check, and bishop d3 check, and resigns. Rook g6. I don't know, rook f6 or rook f7 check. Rook f7 check. That's the best for the stalemate. And I can pre-move the following 2 moves. Yay! This is exhausting, man. This is exhausting, guys. You know, if chess usually one of the hardest parts of chess, especially in classical chess, is that you have to be, for a long period of time, you have to pay attention. You know, paying attention and so. But in blindfolded, you have to pay a lot more attention to every detail, not to forget things. Whew. This is too tough. And thankfully I have the list of moves here, but these guys that do these simuls blindfolded, they don't have the list of moves. They need to have everything in the head. That's too crazy. I think this is even more exhausting than simuls. Simuls are stressful because your time is running down, and so, but this requires more. Okay, let's have a look at the game. So up to this position, let's see here, h6. Up to here, I think I've played this position, I don't know, maybe hundreds of times. I think I played this yesterday against John Jong in the simul. It's probably beneficial to play like this. Well, as I was saying before, I think part of the usual mental process of a chess player is exactly this, is blindfolded when you calculate things. I never realized c3 was a thing in King's Gambit. It is a thing. Well, first of all, I'm playing this line, which is the bishop line. So normal King's Gambit lines are with knight on f3 instead of bishop on c4 first. So there's some subtleties there, some nuances, but we're finally transposing. Anyway, in this position, this is a big threat, 94, so c3 makes a lot of sense. There's other lines where c3 is also played in the King's Gambit. Anyway, okay, knight f6, queen e2, normal, h6, I guess it will transpose into normal positions, takes d4, and g5. Okay, so far more or less normal. h3, well, I'm not sure, but he took, so that's exactly what I wanted. a4, okay, so far so normal. Okay, b4 is a blunder according to the engine. Yeah, because I'm hanging the pawn on e4. and that's what I said. When I played 92, I said, was my e4 pawn hanging? Yes, it was. The answer is yes, it was hanging. So in this position, when I played b4, black can take with either piece here on e4. Okay, one blunder. According to the engine, this is a mistake, not a blunder. Oh. So the engine says I did no blunders, but coming from this position, minus 0.4 to minus 1.8, I think this qualifies as a blunder. Anyway, yeah, before terrible move. Where, at which moment the stream broke? Was this the moment or was before? It was. It was bishop takes f3. Yeah, it was in this moment. In this moment, the stream broke. Okay, so damn it! I cannot blame the I cannot blame the software crash for this before blunder. Never mind. Before he castled short, which I didn't expect. I expected him to go for the long castle, honestly. And according to the engine, yeah, the best move is to take here, of course, because there's no rook e1. There's no I have e1 undefended, so there's no tricks. It's simply a pawn up for black. Anyway, castle 92, I guess is a good move. Rook e8, bishop d3. Yeah, maybe suspicious this move, right? This is not the best move for sure. Maybe bishop b2. Let me see what the engine says here. b5 or g3 or bishop d3. Bishop d3 is the third move, but b5 was a move. And I guess the idea is if knight a5, then bishop d3. Anyway, bishop d3 first, then b5. Knight a5, bishop a3, so far so normal. So b6 is a mistake. According to the engine, best move was queen d7. So I guess black had to be careful with this e5 threat. And it wasn't. No, actually e5 was not the best move. g3, wow. The engine says g3 was the best move. I think I think not even in a not blindfolded game I would play g3 here. No, g3, wow. What is the point? I mean, what's the problem with taking here? Exactly. That then then I have the f5 square for my queen. Maybe this is the problem. Engine kind of move. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in classical game, if I have 20 minutes to calculate in this position, maybe I come up with this genius g3 idea. But I'm struggling a bit to understand. Okay, I understand we are threatening to take a pawn, so black's best try to avoid that. Is this one? This is the critical line, I think, to calculate. And maybe the point is we'll have queen f5, but I'm not sure if that's the point. Or for example, after knight h7, we can try this and take on f7. I don't know. I don't even know. Let's turn the engine on after pawn takes g3 and see what's the idea. e5, knight e7, rook a1. So it's a positional... it's just a positional crash here. Very deep, Mr. Engine. Okay, e5 is not bad. It's not as good as g3, but it's not bad. And queen e6 is a blunder, of course. And yeah, being blindfolded wasn't enough for me to misunderstand this. I mean, yeah, it's a free piece. I took it. Bishop f6. Bishop b4 is a mistake also, because I had knight e4 here. Knight e4 was better. Engine doesn't understand this position. Knight e4 was better. Well, okay, I'll give you that, Mr. Engine. Bishop b4, I think it's, from a practical point of view, especially in blindfolded, I want to trade pieces, basically. And I took the chance now that my queen is controlling this knight to try to remove it. Knight b3, well, first of all, knight b3 is a mistake according to the engine. he had to go queen e3 first, and after knight takes b3, of course queen e3 is a huge blunder. He has to take back on b3. I didn't expect anything else. Yeah, after queen e3, I'm a lot of material up, and here of course rook takes e3 is the move. So this is like 3 blunders in a row, giving me 3 pieces. Yeah, so from this point on it was easy. I'm glad I found rook f3. And yeah, this was a mistake. I didn't remember the pawn was on c7. So yeah, sometimes this happens to me in blindfolded. Of course the pawn was not on c6. It's impossible that the pawn was on c6. But when I saw c5 and I remembered that my bishop was on b4, my pawn on d4, I thought, it's like a pawn appears on c5. It's like, oh, now there's a pawn on c5, so either I take it or I go back. And I took it. And then I realized I have a pawn on b5. This pawn comes from c7, so I can take en passant. So maybe taking en passant is one of the things that are harder for me to see in blindfold. Yeah, because sometimes the moves are like in Crazy House, like, oh, suddenly a pawn is on c5, and I don't remember where this comes from. I didn't say that, I think. That's not my quote, Roken. Okay, so yeah, obviously taking en passant was much better than what I did. But okay, never mind. After takes, I could even sacrifice a piece for 2 pawns here, but okay, bishop a3. Can I challenge is the rules? Well, if you challenge House the Horsey, make it casual. First, the rules are make it casual. It's going to be probably the last because I'm tired for blindfolded, so I can do one more blindfolded. So make it casual, make it long enough. Let's say, I don't know, 15 plus 15 was this game. It was okay. Although you can always give me more time during the game if I need it. And those are the rules, basically. You send me a challenge and I'll take it blindfolded, promise. Okay, the rest of the game I think it doesn't have a lot of history, so I'm going to go for a quick, yeah, casual 15 plus 15 is okay. I'm going to do a very quick toilet break and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm here. Have you been tempted to get one of those crazy gamer racing chairs thingy? Yes, it chips. I've been tempted. Actually, I have one on my wish list. Okay, I have your challenge, Stevie. let's go. So I'm taking it. I should, the board should be empty now. There you go. I'm black, so I'm gonna wait for, okay, d4. I'm gonna play knight f6, and now I'm gonna copy the link of the game, and I'm gonna share this with you on the chat. So this is the game if you want to follow it. And let me edit this command. Edit command. Current game. There you have it. So if anyone asks, you can type in this command, and now I'll put the game here behind my screen. Okay, so now I think you can see the game under my face, but I'm seeing, that's not the game, is it? It is the game. You can see it, okay. Yeah, but I'm okay. Yeah, now I understand what happens. So you see it from the white side. Okay, you see it from the white side. Maybe I can flip it. Okay. Let me try this. There you go. So now you can see it from my side. Yeah, it was strange because you have at the side, it's, yeah, exactly, the confusion, because the clocks are just on the right side of that mini board. Okay, now you have it. So d4, knight f6, e3, e3, d4. Okay. What is e3 about? I mean, what is that, Stevie? That's too slow. Okay, let's play a system then. Let's play a King's Indian scheme. Bishop d3, okay, bishop d7. Knight d2, bishop d3, knight d2. Okay, about paying attention. I need to pay attention to his moves or go back to the list of moves later. d4, e3, bishop d3, knight from b1 to d2, so he cannot castle. That's a little bit clumsy, right? I don't know. Anyway, I can castle basically. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play with d6, maybe go for e5 or c5. Typical normal. Knight gf3. Okay. Okay, let's continue. d6. So far, position is 2. This is, yeah, I said that already. This is the type of position I don't like for blindfolded, because all the pieces there, very sharp, lots of possibilities. I'm gonna miss moves. Anyway, knight on f3 on d2, bishop on d3, d4, e3. The pawn still on c2. Hey Jackie, hello. You go on and off. And he's playing fast also. Okay, can I go c5 immediately? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Jackie shows every 20 minutes. Okay, so c3, okay. c3. If I go knight c6, d5 is not possible, so let's go knight c6. See what happens. Pre-move d takes c. How can we play blindfold on Lee chess? You have this option on your preferences. If you click on your nickname and you go to preferences, you have in the first, just the first screen, which is game display, the option in the bottom that says blindfolded board or blindfolded pieces, I think it says. Okay, rook e1. Rook e1. The pawns are in this London type system. This is like a London, but is it called a collie or a torre? No, collie. It's like a London, but with the bishop still on c1, right? And the pawn still on h2. Anyway, can I go for this diagonal with the bishop then? To like b6? But I usually play with knight d7, so I'm sort of changing plans here. Maybe I can still go for e5. I have time to play e5 now because d5 is not possible. So e5, yeah, but I cannot threaten e4 because he has bishop on d3 and knight on d2. So if I go e5, he might go e4 himself. e4 is his threat, right? e4 is what he's trying to do. Okay. I cannot prevent it. I think I'm gonna take once on d4. Yeah, let's take once. This is usually not a bad move in these openings. And then I might play e5 and try to e takes d. Okay. Now the rook got opened and the bishop on c1 is happier. The rook is putting some pressure on c7 and my bishop can go to g4, but it's probably useless there. So what is that? Serious sloth. So if I go to e5, if I do e5 now, takes, I'm threatening the bishop on d3 because the knight's still on d2. So if I go e5, d takes e5, d takes e5, he cannot take on e5. So I think I'm gonna go e5 and play that type of position that usually arises from the Alekhine. I usually get this from the Alekhine. This 4 versus 3 in the King's Indian and 3 versus 4 in the King's side, in the King's wing. Yeah, okay, let's go e5 and see what happens and remove d takes e. d5 is not possible, so sloth worm. Squid 2. I'm very newbie with the emotes thingy. I probably need to do more emotes for the channel, however. We have a couple, but yeah, there's more that must be done. By the way, is Alexandra still streaming? Okay, he took on e5 and went knight e4, so that defends the bishop. Sort of putting pressure to my knight on f6, but if he trades, I get to defend the pawn. And my knight on c6 is supporting the pawn also. But rook e8, rook e8. Rook e8 I have to play, right? Rook e8 or queen c7. Rook e8 or queen c7. Ah! Rook e8, bishop g5, pinning my knight. So maybe, yeah, queen c7 first. Queen c7 first, and then then bishop g5 is useless because I just take on e4. Okay, queen c7 first I think is good. How is it possible to play Blindfold? Again? You have a setting on Lichess. If you go to Preferences, in Game Display, in the bottom of the settings of that settings page, you have the option to play blindfolded. And that's if you were asking how to do it on Lichess. If you're asking how to do it as a person, the pieces are inside his head. He put them there before the stream. Yeah, that's the perfect answer, Roken. I was looking for an answer, but that's that's the one. How do you even play chess if you can see the pieces? That makes no sense. I think it makes all the sense. I think it makes all the sense. Bishop b5. You know, here on Lichess I can see Well, you see my board, and I can see at the right side, you can see this also because you see the clocks. Here I have the moves, so I see what my opponent's move is. So I have the information to recreate the position in my head. And I also see these squares highlighted. So I see the last move, which was bishop from d3 to b5. And I recall having a knight on c6 that is doing a very supportive job with this pawn on e5. Now my queen went to c7, so the queens are not confronted with this last move. But e5 might be suffering, so I think rook e8 is the move I'm gonna do, but that pins this knight, so yeah, I'm not sure. And if I trade first on e4, he has to take with the rook, then I might have bishop f5 hitting the rook, and then e4 and knight d4 I might take. I might take it to have an isolated pawn, so that white will have an isolated pawn. However, he's certainly c6, so if I go knight takes e4, rook takes e4, bishop f5, he might do bishop takes c6 at this point. And then after b takes c6, if I go e4, knight e4 is possible. But still, after bishop takes c6, b c6, bishop f5, let's say rook e1, e4, which I'm not sure about that move. Probably there's better moves like rook d8 or rook e8. But yeah, let's consider the most forcing line. e4, knight d4. That's hitting my bishop on f5. No, that's bad for me. So I guess that line is good in the sense that to avoid the problem, he might be doing this, taking on c6, but then I don't push e4. I just keep the bishop pair and play that position. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. Let's take on e4. Rook takes e4, I'm expecting. Unless I miss something. No, I couldn't miss anything. Rook takes e4, bishop f5. If I played blindfold, I would forget the position after 10 moves. Yeah, even sooner. Sometimes I forget it sooner. Where's my dog? Here, okay. Actually, there was one game in this session where I think it was eChips. Yeah, eChips told me I was saying, okay, I might take with the queen on e5 or the knight, and eChips said there's a knight on c6, and I was like, oh, true, and that was move number 8, I think. Okay, rook takes e5, so bishop f5, rook takes e4, sorry, bishop f5. Bishop c6 as expected. Now I take with the pawn, and the rook has to move back, and instead of pushing e4, I'm gonna bring the rooks to the center. So rook e1, let's say rook a8. Maybe I'm playing too fast this part of the game. But okay, I have the bishop pair. I feel comfortable in this position. There's no queen c2 because I have the bishop on f5. So queen b3, queen a4, queen b3, okay. Now that the queen is no longer defending d4, I can go for this idea of e4, if knight e4, I take on d4. Actually, with the rook on d8, I will be winning a pawn, so e4 would force the knight somewhere else. And h4 is probably a bad spot because of bishop e6 followed by g5. Now there's the bishop on... He has the bishop on c1. He still has pieces. Focus, Pepe. No, the game wasn't against eChips. eChips was helping me against someone else. Okay, e4 is an interesting move. Maybe I go first rook f e8. I mean, e4, 92, I have to defend the e4 pawn. Okay, but that's good. And e4, knight h4, bishop e6, then I need to defend against, again, the e4 pawn, and I don't have g5 because of the bishop on c1. So, yeah, I might start with rook f e8. Ah, but rook f e8, knight g5. Ah, but my queen is defending f7. Okay, rook f e8 seems like a good move. Let's do it. No way would I help an opponent. War is war. Yeah, agree with that. At least from a chess-wise point of view. I mean, I'm usually a kind opponent with my opponents, like in everything out of the board. I, you know, if I move and they are not at the board, I go find them to warn that it's his turn, or I don't know. I help them if anything, if their pen doesn't work, or they're missing water or whatever. Out of the board, everything. But chess-wise, never. Chess-wise, this is a fight, this is a battle, and hello Nimsoso, hello Sefa, welcome. Okay, so he played knight g5. I think I have the queen on c7. Yes, I have my queen defending f7, so he's not threatening anything. So I thought h6 could be a move here, but maybe h6, knight e4, and then bishop e6. Ah, he has access to c5 then. What else can I do? Is there a weakness on f2? Probably not. So the bishop is still on c1, disconnecting the rooks. Can I take any advantage of that? I heard something. Ludlow Stars has followed. Thank you, buddy. e4 first, says Damafe. e4 first. Okay, e4 is a move. Before going h6. Yeah, right. e4, stealing squares from the knight. I like that idea. So e4, and the knight will have h3 always. But then, yeah, I'm scared because, okay, I might just take on h3, but if I want to keep the bishop pair, I'm scared of knight h3, bishop f4 ideas, or knight f4. But yeah, I guess taking on h3 is okay. So yeah, e4 h6 I like, and if he goes f3 after e4 f3, I take on f3, right? Knight takes back on f3. I can trade queens on b6, but material is equal, no? Yeah. So one of my advantages is the pair of bishops, sorry. And another is his rooks are disconnected. Yeah, so that, in that case I would trade rooks on e1 and maybe rook d1 next. Okay, e4 is, yeah, let's do e4, let's see. My time, yeah, my time. I like that idea, I like it. Bishop f4, isn't that a hanging bishop? Is my queen defending f7? Okay. Nice, I like this. Time to calculate. So I take on f4. He takes on f7 with what? With the... If he takes with the knight, I have bishop e6. If he takes with the knight, I have bishop e6. So he has to take with the queen. I go to h8. And what's he threatening anyway? g4 is not possible. The knight is hanging on g5. The knight is hanging on g5. I have the rooks defended, the bishop is defending. I'm gonna take it, man, I'm gonna take it. With faith. Queen f7, king h8. Wow, he played very fast, 96. That's the move I missed. Threatening mate, so I have to go queen h6. Threatening the rook, and my bishop is pinned. Ah, but I have rook takes c6. I have the rook here, right? The queen is here, so this rook is defended. And I have the pawn on e4 still. Yeah, we played e4, bishop f4. Yeah, the pawn is on e4, so rook takes e6 is possible. Rook d1, attacking this. Okay. So I have... He has the two rooks now, very connected. I'm a piece up, or 2 pieces up. I took a piece on f4 and another on e6. I'm 2 pieces up. Playing for the timeout? No, but I have plenty of time and this has increment. I can even think about going queen g5 here, or queen b8, like defend the rook. But I'm thinking maybe rook f8 or trade rooks. Trade rooks is risky. Trade rooks is risky, right? Andrew Tang laughs at that. His opponent... I think my opponent is not playing blindfolded. Okay, so plenty of good moves here, I think. Queen g5, queen b8, rook f8. Rook f8 wins a tempo, and I like it. And then I move the bishop and I hit f2. So rook f8 followed by bishop g4. I like that idea. Rook f8. Yeah. Defend with bishop f6. Wow, I didn't think about that one. But it was possible. Yeah. Queen takes a7, defending f2 or not? I can't remember where the pawns are. Okay, let's think for a moment where the pawns are. So I have pawns on h7, g6, e4. Because my bishops are on g7 and f5, my queen is on f6, my rook is on f8, my other rook is on e6. Now, on the queen side, I can't remember. He took a pawn on a7. He just took a pawn on a7. Where are my pawns? Let me have a look at the moves of the game. d4. Ah, yeah, this was this London. So I played c5 at some point. Yeah, d6, c5. I took on d4, so I'm missing the c pawn. CD, e5, de, de, de. That's my... So my d pawn is the one that is now on e4. Ah, yeah, he took on c6 when he had to. So my pawns ended up on c6 and a7, and now he took the pawn on a7. So I only have a pawn on c6. Okay. I have the pawn on c6 and h7, g6 and e4. So f2 is defended. That's the important thing. f2 is defended. Bishop f6 was mating too. Ah, against me. Rook takes d8 and queen f8, right? Rook takes rook and queen f8. Yeah. Okay. We was playing with saying when we are walking to home with my friend. Okay, I think Sefa wants to play blindfolded, but I'm not sure if I understood the sentence. Okay, so I cannot go bishop g4. I can go bishop g4, but I'm not threatening I'm not threatening f2. So he has pawns on. So in the king side they are on f2, g2, h2, I think, and in the queen side we have a quick glance: d4, e3, c3, and nothing else. So he has a2, b2, c3 for sure. So my bishop is hitting against c3 and there's no bishop d4. Is e3 an idea? No, I don't think so. And bishop e5? Bishop e5 forcing g3. So I'm two bishops up. I should be able to play this position for a win. But he has no obvious weakness. I need to create weaknesses. I think I'm going to go bishop g4 first and then try to force g3. Or what if I go bishop e5 and after g3 queen f3, hinting at bishop h3? I guess he has rook e3 or queen e3. Okay, let's start with bishop g4. Let's start with bishop g4. And let's see where he puts the rook. Rook d7. Okay, that seems like hitting a bishop. Yeah, he's hitting my bishop. Queen f2. So deep. Okay, Chips, see you soon. Yeah, and I can remove the bishop because h7 hangs. It's not mate, but it's risky. What was the original time control? 15 plus 15. Ah, you cannot see it because I have a mini board now where it should be. Yeah, I'm thinking my bishop on g4 might threaten the rook on d7, but I need to move the rook on e6 for that, and I cannot do it without hanging the bishop on g7. Unless I go some crazy ideas with rook e6 to f6, he takes on f7, I take on f2 with check, hitting the rook on e1, so he has to take, and then I take back on f2, the rook on g7 is hanging, but I lost a piece in the way. I should be winning still. I'm hitting b2 in that line. But rook b7. Yeah, rook b7 defense. Yeah, I should still be winning, but something more. I don't want to play queen e5 or rook g8. But maybe I have to. Oh, queen h6. Queen h6. Okay, I'm gonna. My opponent is giving me time. Okay, thank you, Stevie. Thank you for the time. So queen h6 defends h7, so that way I can move the bishop then. So I'm gonna do that, although I'm not sure. I mean, it's a little bit passive there, the queen, right? But at least I'm defending so that I can move the bishop out next. And also any move by this rook will hit this rook. You're up 50 pieces again. I'm up 2 pieces, 2 bishops. Okay, queen f6. Yeah, queen f6 was a move. The thing is, I wanted to. I think I couldn't take on f2. Could I take on f2? Your idea is rook f6 check. But he has rook d8 check, Ninsoso. Rook d8 check? No. Yeah. I could take on f2. True. After rook takes f2, if he takes, I have rook f6 check. And if he does not take and tries rook d8 check, I have rook back to f8. That was your point, Nimsoso. I think you are right. Anyway, h3. That attacks my bishop. And do I have something else than bishop f5? Bishop f5, g4. Bishop h5, g4 as well. And if I move the rook, okay, I guess I have to go all in with e3 or something like that. Okay, so e3, he has to take on e3, and then bishop f5, I can save my bishop, right? Actually, e3, he has to take with the pawn, because otherwise I take on e3 with the rook. No, even there. Okay, e3, I have to play it, I think. Otherwise my bishop is lost. And now, he had rook takes g7 intermezzo. When? Queen takes f2 check, queen takes f2, rook takes f2, rook takes g7. Yeah, he had that intermezzo. But still, I would take... I mean, I was 2 pieces up on Imsoso, so it would be a a good way to simplify the position and being an endgame a piece up. So it was playable. Yeah, it was playable. And I'm lucky my opponent is giving me time, because otherwise I should really go for simplifying lines like that. Yeah, I think this time control is maybe too fast for blindfolded Pepe, or at least for blindfolded chatty Pepe, because my opponent gave me a huge amount of time. However, he has a lot of time in his own clock, and I think I didn't give him any time. So yeah, I might be a very slow player in blindfolded. Learn Cuartillo. What is that rocking? Aha, e3, he's thinking. Okay, let's calculate. The easiest. Pawn takes pawn. So f2 takes... I mean, I'm threatening to take on f2, I think. So for example, pawn takes g4, I take on f2, and that's already... That has to be winning. You want to learn Cuartillo opening repertoire. Then follow him. Follow him. Okay, f takes e3. This was the one I wanted to calculate. So let's calculate. Let's see. My main options are bishop f5, saving the bishop, apparently, or rook takes e3, and then if he takes on e3, I take on d7, and the thing is, the queen cannot take on d7 back and keep e3 defended, and I have my queen hitting e3. So if I'm not mistaken, that's playable. Rook takes e3, rook takes e3, bishop takes d7, and that must be good for me. Now, intermezzos. After I play rook takes e3, he can... Well, rook takes e1 is check, so he probably has to take... Aha, he has no intermezzos. Rook takes e3, if rook takes d7, I take on e1 with check, right? So rook takes e3? Queen takes e3 instead. But I'm hitting the rook, so I trade queens. Yeah, I think it's working, guys. Rook takes e3. Maybe bishop e5. In which position? In which... What happened, Sefa? What happened? Haha. Rook takes e3. Great move. It might be a blunder. When I play blindfolded, I'm not very self-confident. Instead of rook takes e3, okay. Okay, rook takes c3, rook takes c3. My idea was bishop takes d7. And rook e7. Whoa. Okay, okay. But I just moved the bishop out of there. The bishop on g7 is defended, is totally defended. So I just moved the bishop out of d7 and I guess to f5. And the bishop is saved. Okay, so first move, bishop f5. Now, alternatively, I can try to checkmate my opponent because I have plenty of material, like queen c1 check. Queen c1 check, my rook is on f8, so there's no, actually the rook cannot block on f1, has to block on e1, and that's terrible. Okay, so queen c1 check, king h2 only move, and I have no bishop e5 check because the rook is controlling that. Okay, so queen f4 check, king back to h1, nah. Rook e7. Queen c1 and rook f1 I think is mate. Yeah, but rook f1, be careful with that, because maybe I get checkmated. I mean, queen... Ah, bishop f8 is your point. Whoa, that's going for risky business. So queen c1 check, king h2, rook f1, risky. Queen, the queen is on b7? No, it's on a7. Anyway, queen b8 check, bishop f8. I don't know. I think I don't want to take those risks, those kind of risks in blindfolded. If rook takes c5, queen f4 check and takes rook. Ah, that's true. So queen c1 check, king h2, bishop e5 check, rook takes e4, queen f4 check, then queen takes e5, then he's gonna take on d7, but I'm gonna be a rook up and probably checkmating also. Because after queen takes e5, I mean queen f4 check, he has to play, if he plays g3, after queen takes e5, if he takes the bishop, I checkmate with rook f2, queen e1, queen d1, queen e1. Yeah. So I guess after queen f4 check, he has to go king g1, not h1, because that will be mate also. And then after queen takes e5, queen takes d7, I'm a rook up, but the queen is on d7, so I might be able to trade queens somehow. What about bishop takes h3? I thought about it, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I like that line. Yeah, I think it's the most simplifying. I'm a rook up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Queen c1 check, I'm expecting king h2. Queen f4 check. Well, my opponent is giving me plenty of time now. Queen f4 check. No, bishop e5 check, sorry. Bishop e5 check. And he has to go. Rook takes. Yes, yes, he's very kind. He's been giving me time for the whole game. You could have blacked me, yeah. Yeah, I know. So, okay, my opponent is thinking now. So either he's calculating the lines until the end, or he's deciding whether to resign or not, because yeah, I think only rook takes bishop makes sense, because g3 is mating 1, rook f2, right? Ah, the queen is defending f2. Oh wait, So yeah, I miscalculated the other line. Ah, no, because it was with the queen after taking on d7. No. My calculation was right. Okay. People that don't know my sick duck get confused. Yeah. I was with my sick duck in main sequence stream this afternoon. My sick duck was there. G3, okay. You might be thinking, okay, maybe he plays rook f2 and hands the rook. But now I saw. Now queen. Now bishop takes h3. Nah. So queen d2 check. King g1 only move. Yeah, queen d2 check has to be played. Because of rook f1, he has to go to g1, I think. And because of my bishop on e5, the rook is not controlling this, so I can follow up with queen e1 check. And then queen takes g3 check. There we go. Bishop takes g3 should be mate. Yes. Also the bishop is supporting from d7. Yeah, everything is made here anyway. Okay. My opponent resigned. Thanks, Stevie, for the game. Thank you for giving me time. I really needed it. Let's have a look at the game. Let's see how many blunders did we do. Okay, d4, knight f6, e3, and I played the King's Indian setup. And yeah, okay. So far, very normal. I went c5 immediately, yes. c3, knight c6. Yeah, this is actually a strange play by me, because in this type of structures I usually play with the knight on d7 to support c5 also, and I played for b6, bishop b7, but here I don't know why I decided knight c6. Yeah, I think I wanted to play e5. I don't know. Rook e1, preparing e4, and I decided to take first and go e5. So because I saw he was going slowly improving the position, and I calculated I could do this and get along with it because of this bishop hanging here. So I went for it. Some practical simplifications. I think the engine doesn't like it, because here the engine likes black, and after the trades it likes white, but the difference is very small. GG has the horsey. Okay, bishop's hanging here, so 94. And here is when, yeah, I thought rook e8 was, bishop g5 was a problem, so I went queen c7, but apparently the engine prefers some other move. Let me quickly see. Knight takes e4. The engine prefers to take on e4 and then trade queens. Okay, yeah, I don't know why didn't I consider that, actually. So knight takes, okay, there's rook takes, but then f5. Ah, so that's the thing. He has to take with the bishop, and then I trade queens. And I guess the engine's point is black already equalized here. Okay. You can close at stream. We can see the board. There are two boards. Yeah, I've put this small board under my camera so that you can see the actual position when I'm playing blindfolded. So I have another browser here in this screen to watch the game while I'm playing it, and I share that with you. That's the thing. Okay, queen c7, bishop b5. was a bad move. Knight takes f6 was best. But after knight takes c4... yeah, it was a bad move because of what I did. Just this and bishop f5. Okay. And bishop takes c6 was a bad move as well. But I was commenting that the only way to prevent, apparently, this isolated pawn here was to take first on c6. So I calculated that because it was a critical line. But that doesn't mean that here the best move is bishop takes c6. And actually my opponent did it, but yeah, it's not a good move. Rook e1 was best, allowing exactly that line, e4 and etc. B takes c6. So the engine preferred to take with the queen. I didn't even consider that because, yeah, in my mind I was hanging this pawn, but actually I'm threatening the rook, so I'm not hanging the pawn. So yeah, small mistake there. I could have kept my structure intact. Never mind. This is not so terrible anyway. Rook here is normal, the other rook here is normal. Actually here I was thinking this wasn't good. Why was that? I wanted to go rook e8 first for a reason. I can't remember the reason. Knight d4, rook d5. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I went here. Whatever. So knight g5 is a terrible move according to the engine, and e4 is actually the best move. Bishop d3 also great. Yeah, bishop d3 very engine-like. So yeah, e4 was actually the way to punish knight g5. Good suggestion by Damafe. Damafe, by the way, I know him. He lives here in Santiago de Compostela as well, so... Okay. So greetings, Damafe. Yeah, e4, great move. And yeah, bishop f4, what can we say about this move? Yeah. Yeah, we played some games, yes. Only Blitz, I think. Well, I think back in a day we might have played some correspondence games on chess.com, I'm not sure. But we definitely play some Blitz over the board games. Okay, bishop f4, yeah, probably the analysis of the game should stop here because this is such a blunder. Anyway, of course it was tricky because f7 was hanging, but as soon as you realize there's nothing else hanging here, and 96, yeah, at first glance I thought I had screwed the position up because I didn't see rook takes, and I thought, oh man, I cannot take with the bishop. Oh, he's threatening mate, the queen, and the other rook, and I thought I had to go here, which, by the way, is perfectly playable because saves my queen, defends the mate, and yeah, this would be two bishops for a rook, would be great. But yeah, then I saw rook takes. And hey, Ignorante, how long took you to learn Blindfold? I don't understand that question, and I will say the best answer is probably that you already know how to do it. If you play chess, you know how to play blindfolded. However, you're gonna blunder more. That's it. Just that. You're gonna blunder more, but you need to pay more attention in blindfolded to the moves and where are the pieces. But other than that, the mental process is exactly the same. Actually, I think when you play real chess, especially classical chess, when you have plenty of time to think and explore lots of lines, when you are exploring those lines, you are doing blindfold. You are evoking, you are imagining or visualizing in your head positions that are not in the board at that moment. So most of the time you are playing a long game, you are doing blindfold. Yeah, visualizing. Okay, rook here and here, threatening this. So queen takes a7. I missed that move. It's good because it defends f2. Anyway, I went bishop g2 after a long thought, I think. I was trying to come up with something and I didn't find it. And rook d7, threatening the g7 bishop, and queen h6, very passive. Queen f6 was suggested by Damafe, but yeah, queen f6 is good, solves the problem. But I like queen h6 to defend also h7, to be able to follow up with bishop e5 or something like that. Anyway, this was critical. Nimsoso suggested queen f2 here, and there was this tricky rook after queen takes, which is forced, rook takes, there was this rook here. And the idea is if he takes here, after this check, we take the rook back and we're 2 pieces up. And if this check, we can go back and 2 pieces up. But there was this Wiesenschuk that wins a piece for white. However, we were 2 pieces up, so even this should be great for us. This endgame. Although, well, never know. You never know. So instead of that, okay, I defended, and h3, and now critical moment, because if bishop goes here, there's g4, which probably should lose anyway, but at least creating some problems. So I think e3 was an important move. Bishop e5 is strong, says Nimsoso. I'm not sure in which moment. I also thought bishop e5 here, and I commented this, that after rook takes h7, there's no more checks for white. However, this is defending h2, so I'm not sure how to assess this position, and I didn't want to allow rook takes h7, yeah. And I'm not sure if you mean in that position. Broken says, basically, if you improve your calculation, you're training for blindfold. Yeah, we could say that. Yes, because actually, yeah, when you do tactics and calculation, you're basically applying patterns in your mind. And okay, I understand the mental process is not the same when you see a position with your eyes and you spot a pattern because you saw it thousands of times before, and you see the pieces. You see with your eyes the pieces and you say, oh, there's this pattern, I know this tactic, I know how to solve it. It's not the same when you are imagining the position. It's not as easy, but you need it when you explore lines in a classical chess game, for example, and you're trying to come up with tactics 2 moves or 3 moves ahead. You need this kind of visualization. That is the same as in Blindfolded, yes. You forgot the rook defended h2, okay. Okay, I think e3 was a good move, and I didn't see a good reply for white. I thought he had to take, and then rook takes e3 is a great move. Mr. Magug, thanks for the follow, man. And mate queen also, thanks for the follow. Yeah, rook takes e3, and what did he play here? Rook takes e3, bishop takes d7. The point is, if queen takes, and here, yeah, probably this, keep it easy, but we went for the checkmate. And here, this was Damafe's suggestion, and I think it was a great one. I was calculating, if he takes here, we have mate in 2. So that's why I thought he had to go back, but not here because it's mating 1 then. I thought he had to go king g1 after queen f4 check, king g1. And here I thought, well, we should anyway win. I was trying to find a way to trade, to force the queen trade here. I didn't see it, but this should be winning. However, instead of that, he went g3 here. And let me have a look at this, because the master said this should be checkmate, and I didn't see it. I guess we can do this, forcing this, and yeah, this feels like mate, right? Here, and next move is queen takes h3, and it's mate wherever he goes. So queen g3, queen takes h3 is mate, and if he goes here, this is mating too. So yeah, bishop takes d3 was forced mate. Good point. Because here we transpose basically with this move. So yeah, that was mate, but this was also mating too. So great. I think I'm done with blindfolded, guys. I think I'm done. So yeah, it's been funny, but it's been too exhausting for me. So what I'm going to do now is I don't know if you are up for some blitz or bullet or something like that. I can accept some challenges or maybe do a tournament. I don't know. Sefa, you want to play? Okay, Rogan, that's the command. Yeah, I see you. I feel you. Okay, let's do some blitz. Let's do some. The few blindfolds I did was while chilling at the lake or playing table tennis. Yeah, this was quite similar. Rated. Okay, Sefa. Okay, so should I restart the stream so that it gets a different title now? I don't know. Anyway, first things first. Let me, because this already happened to me once, let me remember to remove the blindfolded pieces. Because yeah, okay, no more blindfolded. Okay, Damafe, see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's almost enough for me to I'm gonna take a couple of challenges. First, blindfold title is more attractive, yeah, but I'm not doing more blindfolded now, so what would you like for title? I don't know, because if we put this accepting challenges title, a lot of challenges appear, and honestly I feel like I'm gonna be here for half an hour, an additional half an hour, so no more than that. Yeah, now it says blindfold. Let's put yeah, it doesn't matter. Title declining challenges. I like that one. Okay, first challenge with Sefa. Sefa, you want rated. Which time control do you want? As I prefer the shortest time control possible, but you tell me. Now I should probably get rid of this screen here with the mini board. I can do this. Remove it. There you go. Now I can close this screen. Okay. Cefa. 100 plus 50, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. Ah, I have your challenge, Cefa. I have it. Okay, let's take it. 10 minutes plus 0. I thought you couldn't challenge me. Okay, I remember you play Queen C2. I'm trying to play against your ideas. It's not that this is a great opening, but I'm playing against your ideas. Okay. How much easier is this compared to Blindfolded? Oh, I'm so glad to see the pieces. Yeah, actually I prefer Blitz or Bullet. This 10 minutes is already too long. And if I take 10 minutes with everyone, we're gonna have a problem. So, I don't know. 8 minutes? 7 minutes? Something in the middle? I'm gonna grab one more bottle and I'm gonna stream for as much as that bottle lasts. That's a good idea. Oh, E4. Yeah, exactly, Roken. You're right. You're totally right. Okay, what am I gonna do after bishop b2? I've been fancy in this game so far, so I want to keep being fancy with my moves. What about this one? Ha! You didn't see this move, right? No, I have more bottles in my fridge. I just don't want to. It's Sunday. Tomorrow I have to work, and oh, come on! You don't take my piece. No. Now what? I don't want to retreat. F3. Never play F3. I forced F3. I'm trying to not move the knight. I'm trying to not move the knight, but it's not easy. Then it. Okay, I have to move it. Guten Morgen. B4. Hey, Rocky Gamer has followed. Thank you, buddy. So I don't know if it was the blindfolded or what, but we had very few viewers today. Is it because it is Sunday? I don't know. So I guess I have to move my queen. And queen a4 check is probably not a problem, or maybe it is a problem. So let's bring the queen here. So I can't remember how this game started, but this reminds me of a Scandinavian gone wrong for black. Ah, c4 d5. Yeah, now I remember. Okay, go here. It's Labor Day holiday. It's holiday tomorrow in America. It's Labor Day here. No more holidays until don't know why, don't know when. Okay, offering a queen trade. That seems very nice for me, actually. The alternative is to do something with my queen or defending it, or I don't know. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna accept it. And move the knight out of the issue. Still theory. Okay, the obvious moves, but the fancy move, I like it. You know, because we're playing this, this opening, we're creating new theory with this game. The fanciness. No, not that one. This one. Okay, rook c1, but my idea was to play c6, so rook c1 is useless. So I solved my c7 problem without moving the king or the rook. That's exactly what I wanted. Actually, now now I see a fourth move that totally went under my radar here after 95, which is long castle. Totally overlooked. Okay, let's say a6, preventing any problems there. Was that a challenge, not moving kingside? No, the challenge was to play against Cefa's ideas. And we're still doing that. But we can keep this here. Yeah, we can keep this here for a while. Nah, c5 is bad. This is creative chess, yes. That's exactly what it is. Nobody likes to develop kingside. Yeah. So we're essentially playing down a knight and a bishop and a rook. Yeah, but so is he. We're doing the same, right? We're doing the same. Now this is tough, because I missed one very little detail. One very little detail I missed, and that makes my position collapse a little. Then it 97 was such a terrible move. Okay, let's sacrifice a pawn. That solves nothing. That solves some of the problems. Whoa, didn't expect that. Not accepting my sacrifice. That's really mean of you. Why don't you take my sacrifice? The problem is that you lost tempos and center with that queen marathon. Yeah, and with my knight marathon as well. I lost tempi with everything, basically. And now I'm gonna play an endgame, a pawn down, most likely. Against the bishop pair, with my king exposed. But other than that, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Exactly this. You know what? Blindfolded wasn't that bad. This is bad. Okay. I guess it's time to stop being fancy. But I'm not sure how to stop being fancy in this position. Oh man. No, I'm not gonna get mated before the end game. Come on, guys. Trust a little in me. I think I'm losing another pawn, but I have drawing chances. Whoa! Okay. So you do it this way, huh? Okay. I see. I see. What a horrible board. You mean like a horrible position, or is it the are the colors ugly? Do I change the the colors of the board? I'm losing by force here. Oh man. Oh, he didn't see a6. A6 was totally winning instead of 96. I mean, this might be also winning, but No, this is not a tournament, this is just a challenge. Rated game, by the way, I just remember now. This was a rated challenge. Bad news for me. Maybe the opening wasn't very sound. The pawn is attacked. What am I thinking? And what I'm blundering every move. Oh man. My sick duck. Hello, man. Good game, Sefa. Good game might be an overstatement. I think we both played terrible. Yeah, Sefa. Maybe one. I think maybe more than one. Actually. Yeah, I mean here instead of 96, if you play a6, I probably have to resign. There's no way to stop this pawn from promoting. So I think this was your first blunder. Although I know it's very you know, you like to take my rook and so, but and then yes, of course, rook f1. Rook f1 is a terrible move. But even before that, this is the position. You remember yesterday's queen a4? We had another moment like that here, because b3, rook takes b3. Rook takes b3 and... so I hang this pawn on b3, exactly the same as yesterday I hang the queen on a4. And yeah. So e5, because you can take on b3, is also a blunder. So I defend, and then yeah, rook f1 is the last blunder. Yes. Although here, honestly, it should be a draw. Honestly, here it should be a draw. But of course, you need to stop this guy. This is too dangerous, and it's closer than this. So let me see. Huh? No, maybe here you're losing. I thought you could stop it, but you cannot. So yeah. And here, instead of taking on f6, I could go b2 immediately, which is probably better. So yeah, I was very fancy with this knight takes f6 move. No, it's not stoppable. Yeah. So you're lost here. Okay, I have one challenge, Crazy House by Jackie Shows. Let's take it. Yeah, good game. You were very close to defeating me. Jackie, Crazy House. Let's go. You don't want my knight? Come on. Of course, Sefa, I know it as well. I also know it. I'm gonna have a pawn. He's gonna have a knight. Blindfold Simul, Violatic. I think I first go for the 2200 rating. Blindfold Simul. For that, I really need to train, and I really need a person that helps doing the moves and so, plus training, a lot of training, yes, and yeah, and weak opponents. I think I need all of that. But okay, I think you're trying to I don't know what's the word for this in English, but you're trying to force me to make a bet. So yeah, I shouldn't be talking. Yeah, I have one idea in mind, but let's not say it. Blindfolded 1 minute, no extra time. Maybe against a weak opponent, very weak. Maybe I could do that. Queen takes d3. What to do? And by weak opponent, I mean someone that I can... Oh, this was Crazy House. Oh, okay, I played this move as it was regular chess. Okay, never mind. 1 minute, no extra time, blindfolded. I would only do it against a very weak opponent, like someone that even if I lose pieces, I can still win. So very weak, yeah. Blindfold bullets simul, or else I won't be impressed. You won't be? Blindfold bullet simul. I think Andrew Tan did something like that at some point. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna castle. And eventually I should start putting pieces on the board. Left hand. Yeah, the left hand challenge, I still didn't do it. That's a good one. You need to find opponents who won't take a hanging queens. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's start putting stuff on the board. Let's do a check first. So I have bishop, 2 pawns, he has knight and bishop. Okay. Okay, actually this check was a bad one because I had a good move instead of that, yeah. Anyway. Left hand bullet. I should try that one, yes. I should try that one. Okay, let's start. Nah. Let's do this. No hand, use your elbow. Actually, you have this on liches. You can input with the keyboard instead of the mouse. I can do that. Let me show you. So I go to preferences. And I pick game behavior. Input moves with the keyboard is in the bottom, you don't see it, but now that I selected it, if I refresh this screen, reload, let's hope I don't lose on time. Yeah, I have this box here and I can write, for example, okay, Jack is but I don't know how to say in Crazy House. Okay, let's try with the at. So for example, if I say at G2, no, Pong at G2. I don't know how to put a Pong on G2. No, shoot. Why Crazy House? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to put a pawn on G2 in Crazy House. Do you know how to? Okay, let's try with the bishop. Bishop, it's not the best move, but bishop at G2? No, it doesn't work either. So I don't know how to. Maybe this doesn't work on G2? No, it's not G2. G2, it doesn't take it. It doesn't take it. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's try D5. No. So, yeah. No, but the at is necessary for the, look at the notation, at D5, because I put the pawn that is out of the board. That's what I'm trying to do, Fimbo. I don't have a pawn that can go to G2. For example, now I can do bishop G3, because the bishop is on the board. But if I want to put the bishop that I have out of the board in the board, I need to specify that somehow. And I thought it was at because the notation in the moves list is at. Anyway, queen d5. So I will try to use the keyboard, but to put pieces out of the board in the board, I cannot. Yeah, it's checkmate in one with queen at G2. Let's say queen G2, it doesn't work. Queen at G2, it doesn't work. At should work, but it doesn't work. It's a pity. Never mind. Let's put it there. Is keyboard faster? I don't think so. I prefer mouse. I think mouse is faster. Yeah. At queen G2? No, but the notation, for example, this last move was queen at G2. And I don't think at queen G2 would work because at G2 didn't work for a pawn. But we can try. We can try. I don't have more challenges. What's the fastest I can do with the keyboard? 0 plus 2? 0 plus 2. This is hilarious. Okay, let me try. Knight f6. This. Oh, I'm white. Oh, I'm hitting. No. Sorry. Okay, that was because I didn't focus there. Okay, now I realize my mistake. I need to focus and then bishop g7. Castle. Okay, now I'm with the keyboard. Bishop d7. No, this is too slow, man. This is too slow. Yeah, I hit the F and I flipped the board. That was very confusing. Okay, knight back to b8 maybe? Oof, this is difficult, man. I can pre-move? Oh. No! I can pre-move. Yes, pre-moves work. This is too difficult because I have to be looking at the board and at the keyboard, and well, maybe at the keyboard I shouldn't, but this is tough. Oh, it's complicated. It's complicated. He's avoiding the rematch. Okay, let's try with the keyboard. Let's try. So I'm focusing here and I can do this. Ah! Almost lost some time. F2 undefended. Ah, wrong move. Oh, this is terrible. Oopsie. Oopsie. Ugh. Nope. Yeah. Can you control black backspace to delete the whole move? I don't know. Maybe. 2 keyboard presses with no delay versus 3 with 2 having delay. Is this his plan for you to lose some time? Keyboard flag master. Yeah, well, I don't know. So I have a challenge. Fimble. 10 plus 5. Okay, this is... 10 plus 5 is too long, but I'll take it for you. And then it's going to be the last game of the stream. Okay, guys, this is going to be the last game of the stream. And I'm gonna play with the keyboard, I think. There you go. No, it's okay, Fimble. D4. The power button is how to undo a move. Okay, let me try. I'm gonna take that pawn. How about trying? I don't know. A5. Whoa. Whoa. F5. Well, that defends the knight, I give you that. But F5. Whoa. I think I'm gonna play a good move. No, I'm not gonna take en passant because I remember one thing that main sequence said today, and I think it was very very good insight. Main sequence was playing against this guy, and his opponent played f6. Main sequence had a French structure, the pawn already on e5, advanced, defended with the d4 pawn, and his opponent played f6 in the wrong moment. It was very bad because it was still undeveloped, and so and main sequence said, I think the most principled way to punish f6 is by doing nothing, and I think that's right. When you when your opponent plays a bad move, many times the best way to do is, okay, I will do nothing. I will keep your pawn there because it's terrible. I will not take en passant and allow you to take back with the knight, and so I will just defend your threat, which is namely bishop c5 to hit f2. So I'm gonna defend f2 in a way that I'm also protecting g5, so the knight on e4 might get trapped at some point. So for example, now after let's say queen d5, I'm sort of threatening f3, winning the knight, queen f7 with mate, several things. f3 is winning the knight, but also the bishop, so yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I think X at the right top of the browser is how to use motor. Motor, you mean the engine? The thing is, I'm on a Mac computer, so the X button is at the left top of the browser. It's nice to have played knight h3, otherwise knight g5 would be defending f7, although the bishop on c5, yeah. It's like everything is hanging here. You know, nothing's hanging yet, but if you want to defend against the threat of the mate, queen e7, okay, so it's not a bad move. It's not a bad move. Let's think about the obvious. Well, the obvious is maybe not so obvious. So I can just do nothing again, like castle, bishop f4, I don't know. Or I can try f3, but f3, ooh, we have to calculate. Because now after queen h4, queen f7 is not going to be mate, because the queen is no longer on d8. So this is a tricky position. Let's try to calculate a little. So f3, queen h4 check, king e2, I think. No, actually, wow, that's too crazy even for me. I mean, I can trade everything with queen f7, trade, and f3, regaining the piece, but of course I want to win some material here if I'm able. So f3, queen h4, king. Even king d1 is a move. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Aha, g5 in the end. Okay, this is a nice position to calculate. Let me see. There, I think I'm gonna do it blindfolded again. Queen h4, king d1. Then knight f2 doesn't work, does it? Knight f2 takes, bishop takes, or queen takes is losing. So bishop takes, then g3, bishop takes g3. But I cannot do that. Okay. Okay. Knight g5 is a terrible move, Violatic. Knight g5, knight takes g5, bishop takes g5, queen takes c5. I mean, knight g5, knight takes g5, bishop takes g5, queen takes g5, queen takes c5, queen c1 check, and followed by queen takes h1. But okay, let's go, guys, let's go. I didn't calculate all the details. What about going g3 and f3? So g3 first? Violatic, queen f7, king d8, and no problem for black. Okay, c6, I didn't believe it. c6, no, I just moved my queen out of the danger, and or I can just yeah, c6 has a point. Okay. What about f7 check and castle? What? What do you mean with f7 check and castle? Queen f7 check and castle. I mean, queen f7, I couldn't. There was the queen defending f7. I guess you mean in some line. Maybe in the line that Violatic was saying. Sacrifice a bishop on f7, then castle. No, probably not. Probably not. No, I mean, the knight is not attacked in that line still. Okay, that I like, because if I do this, I think it's hard to keep the ping. Yeah, I think the knight was trapped. I think the knight was trapped. I missed that move. Okay, fortunately I have still a resource, but but I have to admit I have to admit that I missed that move. Okay, let's use my secret resource now. And maybe I should start thinking about the position instead of thinking everything wins. Yeah, I didn't see queen takes e5, which is funny. So I'm not winning any material. Any material. But at least I'm regaining my materials, I think. And my position is still great, I think. Okay, so answering to previous question by Violatic, the question was, when will you do a blindfold simul? The answer is when we reach 1000 viewers. Hey Steve, how come is this blindfold? No, this is not blindfold anymore. I was playing blindfold for, can't remember, maybe around 3 hours. It took too long. And now I'm just playing a couple of games with the viewers before ending the stream. You're late for the blindfold, sorry. But since we were going to play only a couple of games, we didn't change the title. Yeah. You can watch the blindfold in the... It's gonna be under the video section of my channel anyway. But thanks for passing by. I will do my more blindfolds in the future for sure. It was nice. Thimble, you're thinking a lot in this position. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Violatic, with the title command. We just decided not to change it because it was only going to be a couple of games. And if we put something like accepting challenges, then a lot of people comes in and yeah. b5 seems like a move that after bishop b3 keeps... Oh, sorry. Keeps the position as it is. Although I wrote it wrong, so I have a chance to change my move and win a queen instead. There, knight there. Okay, then let's do this. I couldn't enter the bishop b3 move, so changed my mind. Okay, Violatic. Oh, I missed that move. I hope I'm surviving to this. You missed queen take. I mean, I didn't expect it. It's like, what is that move? No more challenges, please. No more challenges. With the keyboard. With the keyboard. GG Thimble. I can tell if sarcasm. If your queen is pinned by a rook, you often take the rook, right? Ah, no, I thought b takes c4 was his idea. Let me go back to the position. I thought he would take here. No, sorry. I thought 94. I thought 94, yes. That's what I thought. I mean, he doesn't have to lose the queen. I think 94 is a good answer, actually. I don't know what the engine says, but I only consider 94 here. No, I'm done. I've said this was the last game of the stream, and it's the last game. Sorry. Next day, more. I'm exhausted. Yeah, actually 94 is the only move that remains equal. The position is still equal. Yeah, queen takes c1 is the second best move. Total advantage for white, but yeah, I only consider 94. You think that sacking a knight is worse than queen for rook trade? Yes, I do think that. It's not sacking a knight. 94 is not sacking a knight, Violatic, because my bishop is also hanging here. So, yeah, how do you play this with white? If I take the knight, then he can take the bishop, winning a tempo against my queen. If I save the bishop, then he can go for the queen takes b2, which was the threat in the first place. I think maybe he has something even better, like just castling, and the threat of queen takes b2 is going to be there. It's equal according to the engine. 94 is equal. And it's the only move I consider. Probably was better here to play bishop b3, but it seemed nice to me, rook e1 first. Anyway, I'm too tired, guys. Thanks for being there. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked the the blindfolded part, especially with the mini board. I think that was better for the viewers, because at the beginning we didn't have the mini board, so you had to go to Lichess with the delay and so. And yeah, as I promised to Violatic, when we reach 1000 viewers, we'll do blindfolded simul. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's streaming out there? Is Alexandra already done, or is she still streaming? My last drop. Yeah, 1000. I cannot do it before. Okay, Alexandra's still streaming. She's probably going to be over soon. Okay, then let's rate her. Why not? No, I think she's not live, right? No, she's not. She's not, guys. I don't see anything interesting out there in Twitch, so I will not. Yeah, she probably went off right now. Okay, so see you tomorrow, guys, and bye bye. Writing bye bye for Nightbot. See you tomorrow, guys.